Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks the third tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle. Sweeps down the sideline, throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post. Touchdown, 49ers!
Second down, Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. There's Michael, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls, huh? The Nothing But Niners crew is back, baby, and the Niners go out there and get a hard-fought win against the Green Bay Packers in the divisional round of the NFC playoffs, man. The Niners pull out a win, 24-21. They get one lead all game, and they hold tight to it. They go out there and they get the win. Man, faithful, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell y'all something, bro. I saw people out there tonight giving up on Brock Purdy. I saw people out there tonight giving up on Kyle Shanahan. I saw people tonight giving up on Deebo Samuel. I saw people tonight giving up on Steve Wilkes. I saw people tonight giving up on our defense as a whole. In the second half, I saw people giving up on even Fred Warner. Huh? I saw it all tonight, y'all. And the Niners went out there and got one lead the entire game at the very end and held on to it for the dub. What a phenomenal game. The Niners did not win by 16 like I thought, but we did end up getting the win, and it's time for us to go out here, overreact, and celebrate, fellas. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let me go ahead and put some tickers up here, man. If this is your first time here on the YouTube page, you've never found the show before, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you know exactly when you're going live. I would like a drink, please. Hit that like button. No, hell no. I got a Monster right there. I got some Gold Bar whiskey. Please do a combination. There's ice in that one right there. Not much in here. I might need something else to mix that with. Get a soda here. Some ginger ale or something. Give me a social media platform. We have Facebook and Twitch. Those handles are Nothing But Nine ERS. We have Snapchat. We have Instagram. We have Twitter. Those handles are Nothing But Nine ERS. All right. Give us a follow over there. We have a Patreon where the game was live. And when I tell y'all it was live, I'm talking about rally cries. I'm talking about showing your faith. I'm talking about putting it all on the line in the Patreon page. The Patreon community, the Patreonians, is the realest community and the 49er faithful I've ever seen in my life. Because for 3.5 quarters, we all said it looks like this shit is over. But when I put the rally cry out there for everybody, every single one of them answered. Every single one of them answered. We needed 2 words. We needed 2 words. I believe. Huh? 2 words tonight is what we needed. And they all gave it to me. I believe. Go on over there, patreon.com/NB9ERS. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys tune in. Tony, what's going on with you, big dog? How you doing, man?
I'm all right. I'm a little, I don't know. I don't even know what the frick to think, man. It's crazy.
You got more of a voice than I do, Tony. I've been yelling for the last 30 minutes, bro. I've been going crazy over here.
Listen, I got to be honest with you. I'm 100% the person, though, that said at a certain point in this game that they were losing it. And I'll stand by it because they did not look good. But I'm going to tell you this. When it came down to it, this team rose to the occasion, took the challenge, did what it needed to do, and they walked away with a W. Now, there is a ton of negatives, even though they won this game. A ton. But they still showed the focus, the ability to drive, make two crucial stops. Dre Greenlaw is a monster. And if it wasn't for Dre Greenlaw, the Niners don't win this game. But they did it as a team. They stood together. Most important thing. I am a huge Kyle Shanahan fan. I am a huge Brock Purdy guy. And for 50, we'll say 50 minutes of this game, they didn't.
No, it was 55 minutes, bro. Let's be honest. We got the ball back with about 4 to 6 minutes, somewhere in between there. It was 55 minutes, bro. They let us down.
5 minutes, we'll say. But no, but they had a pick before that. And they had the ball. Well, we'll say 55 minutes, just for hypes, just for shits and giggles. The 5 minutes of that game took everything away from the 55 minutes that they played like shit. Kyle Shanahan rose to the occasion. The defense rose to the occasion. The offense rose to the occasion. And most importantly, the leader of your offense rose to the occasion. Throws were being made, right spots, on time. There were drops. It was a sloppy game. It was a very sloppy game, and it's very concerning, okay? But they walked away with a W. They fought the adversity, and you saw on that last drive the ice in the veins with Brock Purdy. You saw it. The stage wasn't too big. The lights weren't too bright. He did what he needed to do to get that team in a position to hand the ball off to McCaffrey to win the game. And that's what you want to see. Now, how you win in the playoffs, you got to run the ball, and you got to be able to stop the run. And in that 5-minute stretch, they did both. So kudos to Kyle Shanahan. Kudos to the offense. Kudos to the defense for the last 5 minutes in that game, checking themselves, making their adjustments, and do what they needed to do to come out with this game at a W and play the NFC Championship game next week. And I put in for my vacation day next Sunday.
Tony, I was watching this game, man, and y'all, I'm not going to lie, y'all almost got me. You can attest to what I'm about to say. I refuse to give up hope this entire game. I felt like we were always just one play away from making a difference in this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I always felt like we were one play away from making this a tie game, the Niners getting the lead, whatever it was. I always felt like that the entire duration of this game. And I told my buddy, I said, Ambry Thomas is directly responsible for 10 points for your team. 2 pass interferences that led to a field goal and 1 that led to a touchdown. And then their head coach going for it on 4th and 1 instead of taking the 3 points. That's the 13-point difference in a game that the Niners won by 3. And I told him from the moment they happened, I didn't wait for hindsight. I told him in those moments, your coach just cost you this game, Tony. I said it.
And we said it coming in, his arrogance. All he wants to do is beat Kyle Shanahan in a playoff game. That's all he wants to do. He wants to beat it. He wants to beat him and take that step to go past him. But you know what? Thinking that way and not making smart decisions and in key situations, it showed. But the problem, like, The thing is this, Mike. They showed you resiliency, this team. The 49ers were beat. They shot themselves in the foot. They had every bounce go opposite of them. They had every penalty go against them. And they still had themselves in a position to win a game. So to me, this, what I'm about to say might be a little screwed up, but this puts a check in the category of battle tested, right? Adversity, playing from behind, all the negatives, right? They still came out and won this game. But I knew in my heart that this game was going to be this way. And I tried to tell you yesterday, and I tried to say it today. I knew it. This Packer team is too good, and they're too hot, and they have nothing to play for to let them just lay down and take a beating. But I'm going to tell you right now, experience in the coaching staff, experience in the players is the difference between the Niners winning and the Green Bay Packers losing. And you saw it all on TV tonight within the last 5 minutes. Go ahead.
You know the craziest thing about all this, Tony? Honestly, if I got to be 100% real with you, I saw a Niners team that didn't look like themselves all game, even down to the very last drive. It was like something's missing: the fight, the umph, the conviction. Right? They just didn't seem to possess it this entire game. Even though we got the interception at the very end with Dre Greenlaw, it was just like, where's the dominance? There was no dominant feature for the 49ers. The run game wasn't dominant, right? The pass game wasn't dominant. There was no point of the defense, passing game or running game, that was dominant. However, we still got the win, Tony. We still got the win. What do you think was the biggest contributing factor to the Niners getting the win? Forget the loss. Forget how close of a game it was and all that. What do you think the biggest contributing factor to the win was tonight, Tony?
The experience of this roster. That's what I think it is. The experience of the roster, the competitiveness of this roster, the tightness, the culture of this locker room, the culture of this team is the reason why they came out with a W. They knew they had to make two stops on defense. They knew they needed to make turnovers. Christian McCaffrey knew he needed to make plays for this team to win this game. Brock Purdy knew that he had to become a little bit more wiser with the ball and be more smart. The offensive line knew that they had to hold up another second to give Purdy an opportunity. But yes, I just rambled off all positives. But Mike, the negatives in this game, if they show up next week in the NFC Championship game, I don't think they're going to be able to get through it again. I don't.
You want to know something, man? I'm going to say it now, and we'll revisit this later. We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to break it down and dissect it. I think the Packers are better than both the teams we're about to face. Whoever the winner is between Detroit and Tampa Bay, I think the Packers are better than Detroit. I think the Packers are better than Tampa Bay, if I'm being completely honest with you.
I told you that. I tried telling you that.
Yeah. So I'm not even worried about next week. The Niners are going to the Super Bowl. But if this team shows up like this against Buffalo or Baltimore, we're going to lose. Now, that I'll give you. If this team tonight that we saw shows up in the Super Bowl, there's no chance at all. The Niners will lose that game by 3 scores. The Niners will lose that game by 3 scores. But, we talked about the time off. I've been saying it since the Niners locked up the number 1 seed at the end of week 17. I said that too much time off is a bad thing. I talked about those Peyton Manning-led Colts teams. We've seen it time and time again, and the Niners almost fell subject to that. They almost fell subject to that, Tony. And the one thing I can say that I've never seen was a bad time off Peyton Manning team overcome and win. I've never seen it. The Niners did that, which tells me they are better than those Colts teams that had the number 1 seed and lost in their first game in the postseason, Tony.
100%.
That's what that tells me. We are better than those Peyton Manning-led Colts teams that had 4 offensive All-Pros and 3 defensive All-Pros. We are better than those teams. Dre Greenlaw came off the bench with not 1 but 2 picks that sealed the deal for the 49ers, bro. Not 1 but 2 by Dre Greenlaw in this game, Tony.
100%.
This team came out ready to play. They didn't look like it. They looked flat. They looked defeated at times. But when the pedal hit the metal, they rose to the occasion, Tony. This team was absolutely phenomenal. Are you ready to hear from Kyle Shanahan? I got his presser queued up right here. You let me know when you're ready to hear from him. Or we can keep talking. You let me know what you want to do.
No, let's hear what he has to say, then we'll come back and talk.
All right. So Kyle Shanahan's already at the podium. Actually, he spoke already. We'll break it down here. Let me change the background. I'm going to go on mute. I'm going to change the background. Bong. There it is there. Let's go full screen. And I'm going to go on mute.
I'm sure he's going to exceed my expectations.
This is head coach Kyle Shanahan talking about tonight's game.
All right, guys. All we got right now is Debo left with shoulder. Got evaluated for head injury, but that was fine.
Can y'all hear that?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
A little skittish tonight, but man,
It's fine. Wasn't able to return. Go ahead. All right, guys. All we got right now is Debo left with shoulder. Got evaluated for head injury, but that was fine. Wasn't able to return. Go ahead.
Brock looked a little skittish tonight.
Mike, it froze. It froze. It froze. No.
All right, mic check. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but the video froze.
Okay. No, I paused it. So Kyle just said that Debo left that game with a head injury. He passed that, but then it was a shoulder injury, and he never returned. He did not say he's out next week or anything like that. So I want to be clear with what we're hearing. Debo Samuel's out with a shoulder injury, not a head injury. Okay, we got it. We good? Everybody good?
But man, on that final drive, he went 6 of 7 for 48 yards and completed over 85% of his passes. What did you see from him tonight?
I mean, I think what you just said there, I think was almost the story of kind of our whole team. I think there was times that we were all off at times. What was cool, I thought everyone who had a few plays that stuck out that, either ended a drive or was why I didn't get a first down. The same thing on defense, even on special teams. But everyone who did do that stuff made a huge play at the end in all 3 phases to get us back into it. And Brock, he made some big plays in this game, missed a couple, but leading us down on that last drive and getting the win, that's all you can ask for.
Any initial road to the Super Bowl? Obviously, you got 1 down, but you got some more to go. What will you focus on the most coming up this week in preparation, taking that before?
We'll sit there and watch tomorrow, find out how we're going to play. We'll review this game on Monday. Coaches will work on for 2 days a game plan, and it's not just one area. We just want to play our best football. Do everything we can to play our best, so we feel we can win every game when we do that. We don't feel like we did that today, but we still found a way to win, which I'm very proud of the guys in there. I thought that was as big of a mental challenge and just a character game as any game I've been a part of. I mean, when things aren't going how you want on offense, defense, special teams, the rain, guys slipping a lot, losing Debo early, having to change some things with that, and just some of the mistakes we made to overcome. Like, it was a gut check for everybody, and couldn't be more proud of the people in there and just how they persevered. I don't know yet. I mean, it's he tried to come back, couldn't do it. I know he did something similar versus Cleveland, so we'll see tomorrow.
there something specific that Green Bay was doing that was throwing off your offense a little bit? And did you adjust on that last series that you did anything different there?
No. I mean, they were very similar to what they were on tape, which is a real good defense. I think they got a lot of good players. You know, you didn't realize till we got, you know, studying these last, 2 weeks that how good of a defense they are. I know their numbers weren't there throughout the whole year, but we knew they were going to be a challenge going into this game. And they made some plays, credit to them. And I thought we missed a few too that could have kind of helped us stay on the field a little bit longer. You know, even starting out on the opening drive, we had a real good look. We ended up getting a false start that kind of took that away. And the next play, we didn't have the same look. And fortunately, they dropped that pick. But the whole day was just a little off, but guys stuck with it. And I mean, even like the 2nd and 6 right there at the end, getting that drop leads us to 3rd and 6. And then BA made a hell of a play to keep us on the field. So everybody had their part in both sides of the ball.
Looking back, do you question your strategy to be less aggressive at the end of the first half and go for the 2 for 1?
I mean, I like that they didn't score. I like that we won at the end of the day. So, we did try to score. We had a chance there right after on 2nd down. Thought we had a chance for BA over the middle. Would have been a big play that got us inside the 10 with 2 shots to take it the end zone. We didn't have the time to get it over the mic, and we ended up checking it down, and then we didn't get it. But that's how it works out. I thought we make sure they don't get another chance, but it's not like we were just playing for a field goal. We called for a big play. They played pretty deep.
How much did the rain impact your offense?
I thought, the rain is always a factor, but it was for both sides. I think the biggest thing was the turf, the field with the rain. I mean, there was I thought it affected defense a little bit more. Just watching, I saw Dre slip a couple times on one big 3rd down. I saw Mooney slip on a big 3rd down. I think it was Gip once. I know Juwan slipped on a big 3rd down for us. The one that just went off his hands, he slipped, from what I saw out there right before that, so he couldn't really jump. So I think that the wetness with the new turf.
How stressful is it to be in that position, the number 1 seed? Packers are basically controlling the game, and it all comes down to one drive to win it.
Same as it always is, whether not because we're the 1 seed, just because you're in the playoffs. I mean, we've been in the playoffs a number of times, and you know what happens if you lose. And we feel we got a really good team. And we talked a lot about it last night. We know what's on the line. Anytime you play a game that's do or die, everyone knows what that's about, especially our guys. They've been through that a number of times in the last few years, and we all know what that feels like when you don't get it done. And that's on your mind throughout the week. That's always on your mind during the game. But that's why I'm so proud of the guys. When it's not going right and you know how big of a deal that is, you still got to perform. And the guys did big time. I mean, they got the plays that we needed to win. The play that Dre made there at the end to get the pick. Still have mixed emotions. I can't believe he didn't get down right away. But that was kind of like the whole day. I mean, all the guys I would get really upset with are also the guys I had a lot of love for at the end too, because they were the ones that pulled it off to get us a W.
Did you get any sense at all that the layoff? Did you get any sense at all that the layoff affected you guys, the time off?
I mean, I don't know. It's could have been that, could have been the rain, could be good defense, could be. But I mean, those are just stuff that you got to talk about. I thought we handled that as good as we could. I mean, we had a hard practice that week. We played guys as much as we could. I know we sat Brock, but there's not much I would have done differently.
Dre last seems to have a unique ability to make those big plays in those big situations. What can you say about the type of person that he is and what leads him to be able to do that?
Dre, I mean, just being able to play today. He's been battling here for these 2 weeks, trying to get back and get healthy for the game. And I mean, he inspires the heck out of all of us, the way he runs, the way he hits, for him to make those plays, catching the ball when they send both to him. He's really trying. I mean, we'll put him on offense if he really wants to run with the ball that bad, but he could definitely get down a lot sooner. Oh yeah, it was.
You mentioned having to adjust when Debo went out early. How does that change things for you?
It changes a lot of stuff. I mean, especially when you have wristbands and things like that, and you just got to switch some guys around, which is always a challenge for those guys. It happened during the Cleveland game, and we didn't handle it that well. I thought we handled it better today than we did then, but it is a huge challenge. I mean, Debo's obviously one of our better players, but he also is a unique guy that goes to some certain spots. So you gotta be adjusting that all game.
With about 6 something left, did you call it as if it was the last drive Was that in your mind the whole time?
It was. I mean, at the beginning, it's not. I mean, you don't want to. You want to make it normal football. It always is normal football to me until you're out of timeouts and you realize the other team couldn't kneel it. So, I mean, at first we started moving it. Once it got to about 3.5, you realize it's probably going to be the last drive. But you also, I mean, to where we're going to use 4 downs if we get in that situation. But you also know when you have 3 timeouts that it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, you can give it back to them with 1 minute if you use your 3 timeouts right and still have a chance. So, but towards the end, you knew it was the deal when we were inside the 10, and I think there was a minute 3 left, and you know, I think we scored it at a minute 7, and that's the hard thing where you don't want to score too fast, but you sure as hell want to score. So you can't be too picky with that.
One for Juwan Jennings.
Great question. Those are some of the challenges when something goes down and you call a wristband number, and great question. Deal when we were inside the 10, and I think there was a minute 3 left, and you know, I think we scored it at a minute 7, and that's the hard thing where you don't want to score too fast, but you sure as hell want to score. So you can't be too picky with that.
One for Juwan Jennings.
Great question. You don't want to score too fast, but you sure as hell want to score. So you can't be too picky with that.
One for Juwan Jennings.
Great question. Those are some of the challenges when something goes down and you call a wristband number, and forgot to tell him not to say Hezzy or not to read Hezzy, but sometimes we just Ron Burgundy our wristbands, and then you look up and Juwan's in the back. Gonna stop.
You guys make sure you keep those super chats coming. I can't get to all the comments. We got thousands of comments right now. Put those super chats in here. I don't care if they're for 40 cents. We'll get to them.
Missed about 4 weeks, and I think it was 2 games, but he had been out 4 weeks, and he's been awesome in practice. I love Ji'Ayir. It has nothing to do with him. Just our experience of, playoff games, being around this. I think it's a lot when you got a rookie who hasn't played in a month, who is a very passionate, aggressive player. I just don't want to put all that on him to have him go out in the playoff game, and when he hasn't been out there for 4 weeks, and especially when we have a veteran behind him who could just calm down a little bit. And if things would have gone differently, we would have put Ji'Ayir in right away, but we don't want to do that really to Ji'Ayir.
Christian is not going to be able to finish off runs and get him into the end zone.
Oh, Christian's unbelievable. He told me coming out that play was going to score. It was called 18 Mike, and it was part of our openers. We didn't get to it till the second drive, but he goes, that Mike's going to go, it's going to score. Now, we didn't get the exact look we wanted, but so we were a little surprised on it, but Christian was right. He was a man of his word.
The resilience of your kicker to miss and then come back in a pressure game like this and make a big one.
That's huge. I mean, the one that getting the one blocked earlier and just get into I think it was a 52-yarder. It was tough. We probably would have gone for it if it wasn't. What was it, 4th and 9.5? It was one that we were planning on going for it, but 9.5 seemed a little far, and it was in his range. And definitely would have wished I went for it if he missed it. And so he made it, and that helps me a lot. Really appreciate him doing that, because that's why we were able to win there at the end.
I think when you have in that room, there's every reason to think that you could come back and win a game like that, like this, but you hadn't had to all year, really, not quite like that. What does it say? What does it mean going forward that you have now, other than you're obviously playing next week?
I just like that we get another week with our team. I mean, every game's different. It's what we always talk about. I mean, we have a lot of confidence in our team. We believe we're the number 1 seed. We believe we earned that. We believe we should be that, but it doesn't matter for 3 hours. You got to play like it every week, and that's one of the best things about the NFL and football, that if you don't show up, your season's over. And it's not just showing up. You got to take care of that football. And we got 2 turnovers today. Real proud of our guys for not turning it over back, but we did have a block kick. Had a couple missed plays which we were slipping, and balls getting tipped. But I'm just so proud of the guys that when things weren't perfect, with all the pressure, with everything on the line, they were still good to perform and get it done.
I got some shit to say. Don't y'all go nowhere. It's going to be so good. I promise y'all it's going to be worth it. Stay right here.
Are you zoned in and not thinking about it?
It's more angry. It's more, I want to describe it the way, no. I mean, when you're in competition, it's it's a battle. You're aggressive. It's not, you don't think of it that way. You know how big a deal things are, but it's more, you're aggressive. You stay that way, and you got to be careful sometimes, because when things aren't going well and you keep that mindset, you can't just stay aggressive and think that's going to work. I mean, you got to still always try to be smart, play it right, but you never take away that mindset. You wait till the game's over, and then you can worry about everything and react however you want to react. But in a game, that doesn't change.
Until the final throw, was Brock just off, or were there miscommunications with receivers? Like, what was going on with the passing game?
Which play?
A lot of plays.
Yeah. No, I know. Then I'd have to give you a lot of answers, so we'd have to watch every play. But combination.
That's Kyle's way of saying both. Brock was off, and some receivers were off. Man, they were both fucking up tonight. It's okay, Kyle. You can say that shit, bro.
The guy hooks up in a zone, and you think they're going to move, and you can't see him, so it just gets off fingertips. I think that they're down. That him and Ray, we had a swirl route. Ray beat the guy hard at the beginning of the line, and I don't know if he thought he should put his hand up going to the corner, but he was Brock threw a swirl. So there's a couple things in that I think he went to an off schedule, and Brock threw it in rhythm. So those things showed up without a doubt. But I also like some of the plays that the guys made. I mean, being able to drop it in over that mic to Jawan on that, I think it was a big third down. The 2nd and 6, it was a big one that we were trying to go deep, and they were too deep, and we checked it down to George, and who made a bunch of big plays in this game, but he took his eyes off it, tried to get up the field too fast, some of the chains, and dropped one, which leads you to 3rd and 6, and they had real tight coverage on BA, and Brock threw a perfect low ball away that's really tough to catch, and BA went down and got it. So, no, by no means was it perfect. I was very frustrated, but also extremely proud, and really pumped that we could play another week.
Can you share with us what you said to the guys after this game?
I just told them how proud I was of them. Like, they knew the deal. I didn't have to say much. I mean, we knew that didn't go as clean as we wanted it to in all 3 phases. There wasn't one phase that was just like, man, we made that easy. Every phase was, all 3 of the phases was a little bit, felt like we were keeping both teams in the game. But felt we had to do it at the end. They gave us a couple chances before that, and we didn't get it done, and we got it done there at the end. And the defense was back up, who had a couple times that they had missed stuff, and they had to get it done on that last drive, and they got it done when it mattered the most. And so we're sitting here with the win, and going to sit here and watch these games tomorrow, find out how we're playing, and so excited to get ready for the next challenge. Thanks, guys.
First and foremost, Tony, I want to say shout out to all the Packer fans, you salty ass motherfuckers that are in here watching this with us. I want to give y'all respect. All right. I'm going to give y'all some respect. You Packers fans, y'all were around for the whole ride. Y'all came in believing. Some of y'all were very doubtful. I'm not going to lie. If I talked to 10 Packers fans, I would say 8 of y'all said, yeah, we're probably not going to win, but I want it to be a close game. I want it to be a good game. You guys got what you wish for. Now, for those of y'all that are in the chat talking shit, you should check yourselves at the door. The Niners were always the better team. Not saying that we didn't get lucky that we won. Sure, you can imply luck, but I also saw a play on a big kick return that the ball bounced right into the one Packers player's hands that was in the area, right? Luck worked both ways tonight. I also saw all the calls by the officials go for one team, except for one call. All but one went in favor of the Packers tonight, except for one. Okay. So what I won't accept are Packer fans in here saying, oh, we got robbed. Wrong. You had the officials on your side. The ball literally bounced into your arms tonight, and the Niners still got the win. Tony, we talked about the importance of a bye week. We talked about the effects of 3 days of travel in 5 days versus being at home for almost 20 days in a row. It was 18. Talk to me about that, Tony. How do you feel that affected this game tonight?
As far as for the Packers, it affected them big time.
For both teams.
Well, listen, all that time off, it clearly showed rust. And, sitting there in the beginning of the season, we set our standards. We want the first round bye. We want the home field, all that, yada, yada, yada. It's great. But there is a downside to it. And you saw it tonight, okay? You saw it tonight with the 49ers, how they did not look like the 49ers that we're used to and look like the 49ers that beat teams that at the time that they beat them were better than the Packers today. So with that being said, the flip side of it, so the 49ers side was rust. Clearly they were rusty. They were off. They were out of rhythm, out of everything. Now, the what team did we play? The Packers side of it, okay, they had to travel. They traveled to Dallas, flew back. Short week, Saturday night game. Prepped, got on a plane, flew to San Francisco yesterday. 2-hour time change, or is it a 1 hour? I think it's 2 hour. I don't know the difference.
1 hour. I think it's 1 hour.
1 hour difference on the field.
Come on, bro.
So, with that being said, you saw as this game got later and later, you saw them getting more physically tired.
Come on, bro.
Mike mentioned it live. Hands on the hips, mouthpieces hanging. Just
Come on.
like wore out. So, with that being said, clearly affected both teams. And that's what I saw this game. So it's like you're damned. It's like you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. You know, you get the first week bye, you get the home field advantage, and then you get the rest. But what comes with the rest is lack of playing time. So when you're in such a timing and rhythm offense, it kind of works against the purpose of the first round bye, right?
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, guys, I got it up on the screen right now. We're going to take some victory shots. I have been drinking a lot tonight. Tony and the rest of the faithful were stressing me the hell out. I'm not going to lie to y'all. They put me through the ringer.
I think the 49ers put us through the ringer.
They put us through it, but y'all faithful, man. Y'all stressed me the hell out. I got some new shot glasses here from my homegirl. All Things Rubestar on Instagram. ALLTHINGREUBSTAR. That's her page. All right. She has some custom San Francisco shot glasses. Can you see that? Is it showing up?
Yeah.
That says San Francisco. And then here you go here. It says all the different numbers of the players there. She sent me some custom shot glasses I ordered from her site. You guys can go there. Oh, shit. Damn. I opened up and they all fell out. I got it. I caught it. All right. We're going to take some victory shots. If you guys want to be a part of the Victory Shot Show, click that link. Get in here with your drink in hand. We're going to take a victory shot right now. I got my Gold Bar whiskey, sponsors of the Nothing But Niner channel right here. All right. You guys see it. Sponsor of the Nothing But Niners channel. I'm going to take some faithful shots right here. All right. We're going to do this with everybody. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's 10 people. We're going to take these victory shots. Tony, man. What a phenomenal game. What a phenomenal game. This tested every sense of the word faithful. We never had a lead the entire point of this game until the very end, Tony. They posted this stat. Kyle Shanahan.
We have a lead. Yeah, we had a lead.
No, we did not.
7-6. Yes.
No, we Tony. Oh, okay. 7-6. We did.
We did have a lead. Yeah.
7-6. And then they posted this lead in the fourth quarter. And in the third quarter, the 49ers were trailing. The score was 13. They had a touchdown. No, it was 14. They went for 2. The score is 14-7. And they posted it. We were about to go for a field goal, and then they cut to the end of the quarter. Fourth quarter came, and it was 14-7. And it said that the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan, specifically with Kyle Shanahan, were 0-31 when trailing by 5 or more in the fourth quarter. And when they popped that up on the screen, I said, boom, we got them. Because when you post stats like that, we break the curse. And they do this all the time. Oh, this kicker is 34 for 34 when kicking from this range at this time. And then boom, he misses it wide right.
That was Jake Moody 2 weeks ago.
Exactly. They do that shit all the time. So they posted this stat about Kyle Shanahan being 0-30 when trailing by 5 in the fourth quarter. They did it right away. And I said the Niners are going to get their first win. And sure enough, the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan are now 1-30 when trailing by 5 in the fourth quarter. They did it for us. All right. But here we are. We got to talk about it. We got to take some victory shots. And I see a whole bunch of people in here ready for these victory shots. Shout out to Preston. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to Vern. Shout out to my man Dan, and shout out to Hot Pocket. Let's go, y'all. Tony, are you ready for your victory shot? You got your drink over there? What you drinking? Yoo-hoo?
I got water.
Tony's got water. He's going to fucking curse us taking a shot with water. But let's
I don't have nothing down here, and I'm not going upstairs.
No, it's fine. Let's pop everybody in here. You guys got your victory shots ready. Okay. Let's get the comment off the screen. Let's get the comment off the screen.
Hello, Mike.
No. Don't talk to me yet. Here we go. Let's pour this shit up. I'm already fucked up, y'all. Let's go. Get those shots poured up. Let's go. Let's go, baby. I'm taking a shot out of a faithful glass right here. God damn. Woo! I'm cross-eyed like crazy. Mom, I'm going to need you to come pour my shots for me. All right. Here we go. Here we go, faithful. Huh? If y'all believe, I want to hear from y'all right now. All right. The next person we're going to hear from on the 49ers page is going to be Christian McCaffrey. All right. We'll get to it when we get to it. All right. But right now, I want to hear from the faithful. All right. And if y'all don't know the poem that we say, I'm going to say it for you guys one time right now. Hold those drinks up. Where's everybody at? Who's in the middle? I'm about to say you better hold some shit up. You right there in the middle. There we go. Y'all ready? Wait.
Yep.
I see more people. Hold on. I see them down there. Hold on. There they are. There it is. Hold on now. Oh shit. Oh, we got some people. Oh, we got some people in here. Turn off the sound in the background. Turn it off. Sin, you got to stay there and wait for the next round. Miguel, turn it off. You got to stay there and wait till the next round. Okay? We got Bill. We got Betty. We got Avion. We got Hot Pocket. We got Dan the Corn Man. We got Preston. We got Big Vern. We got Steve. Here we go. All right. Here's the first victory shot of the night. My mother-in-law, my stepmom is over there. She got her shot up in the air. Hold them up. Tony, where's your water? Let me see it. Through the lips and past the gums. Watch out, tell me, here it comes. Throw them back, baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go.
Man.
All right, here we go. We're going to go one by one. I want to hear from y'all. Y'all say what you got to say, and then get the fuck off the stream. Let's go.
Go, Pack, go.
Dan the Corn Man, you got a poem for us tonight, baby? What's up?
Oh, fuck yeah, I got a poem for you. And so
everybody else go on mute. I don't want any interruptions. Let's go, baby. Come on.
Before I start this, I have a few things I want to say. Number one, to every panelist out there, shut the fuck up now. Brock Purdy did what y'all wanted him to do. So shut the fuck up now. Shut up. Shut up. Don't say nothing. You can't. He led a game-winning drive. Is exactly what you wanted. You wanted a come-from-behind win. He did it. And he did it on a day when he wasn't the greatest.
Come on. He came from behind, right? He threw 3
Came
passes
from
that should have
behind.
been intercepted. The Niners had a lead one time in the
Exactly.
game. Come on, bro. Come on, Dan. Come on, bro.
Hey, real quick, Purdy stats on that final drive: 6 of 7, 44 yards with 11 rushing yards.
Come on, baby.
Exactly.
He
Exactly.
put the team on his back and got the job done. Let's go, Dan. Let's go, baby. Come
All
on.
right.
Tell him again. Shut the fuck up.
Who's
I don't want
ready?
to hear from y'all no more, baby.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the
Shut
fuck
the
up. Let's go.
fuck
Tell
up.
him again, Dan. Let's go. Yeah.
Also, and
Let's
one
go,
more thing.
baby.
One more thing.
Come on.
To that ESPN analyst who thinks it's nice to injure quarterbacks, I hope you get fired, and I hope you never have a job on ESPN ever.
Come on.
Ever.
Hey, wait, he's not an ESPN analyst. He's a former player.
I don't give a fuck what he is. He works for ESPN.
I didn't know
Milwaukee.
that.
That's
He
Mark
works for
Tremora.
ESPN Milwaukee. Fuck
Mike,
him.
that's Mike Tremora, the tight end from the Packers.
I don't give a fuck who he played
I'm
for.
just saying.
I don't care. I hope. My point is, I hope he never gets to comment on another show.
Hold on, Dan. Hold on. Tony, say his name again.
That's Mark Tremora. He's a former tight end for the Green Bay Packers.
Say his name slowly. Mark what?
Tremora?
Mark Tremora. Fuck you, dude. Wishing for an injury to a quarterback in the game? You're a bitch, bro.
So you can win?
You're a bitch, bro. I got you, Dan. Don't say it. I know you're only like 19 years old. You shouldn't even be drinking alcohol for the victory shot segment. I got
I'm not
you,
even
bro.
drinking.
Fuck you, Mark.
I'm not even drinking.
Fuck you, Mark. Hoping for an injury to a starting player? Fuck you, Mark. I got your back, bro. If that's how you go into a game, hoping that your team can win, you're a bitch. You have no grounds with a microphone in front of your face and then being sponsored by ESPN. Fuck you, Mark. You have no business speaking to the public. That's bitch ass tendencies right there. You have no business with a microphone. You have no business with a podium. You have no business with a platform. They should get your ass off the air immediately. You bitch ass sucker. Fuck you, Mark. I hope you lose every single credential that was ever given to you. For you to go on the air and say, I hope we injure Brock Purdy on a 15-yard penalty. Fuck you, Mark. You have no business talking to anybody. You should never speak on an NFL game again in your entire life. You don't deserve what so many of us hope for in this industry. Fuck you, Mark. Dan, the floor is yours.
Very true. And now to end it off on a good note for the Packer fans, y'all play a hard-fought game. But your season has come to an end. I think we all expected it. Now, who's ready for some lovely poetry? In the golden glow of stadium lights, battles rage beneath the spring lights. Niners collide with Packers bowl, and a tale of triumph is untold. Purdy marched through the field, guiding his with a determined seal. A drive of Henry with time to go ahead. Correct. For the defense, a moment to impress. Many times, triumph the victory loud. Greenlaw guards his hands destinies. He, with an interception stealing closing act here.
Why am I on the screen, Mike? What the hell just
Tony,
happened?
I don't know. I didn't do that. Dan was here, but he's gone now. I don't know if it was his signal. Hold on, guys. Dan is gone. and Dan was in the middle of his poem. Let me turn my background down. Hold on. I don't know what happened to Dan. We're gonna keep the show going. Let's get to my man Steve. Steve, you're up next. You're live in here. All right. Steve, what's going on with you, big bro? How you feeling, bro?
Not much, man. I'm not gonna lie. Most of that game, I was scared. You know, I was like, man, this is not looking like the Niners I'm used to.
And tell the truth, Steve. The whole fucking time, you better tell the truth, bro.
Oh, I always tell the truth. The
Come on.
whole damn time, I was like, I was thinking, this is not the Brock Purdy I'm used to.
We'll never know for sure.
This is not the team I'm used to. Like, and some of those penalties, I'm like, what the fuck is the penalty now? Like, and like I was screaming, and I was at the liquor store job. I was losing my shit. And honestly, when I texted you, like, asking if that was hell with the helmet.
Come on.
I thought it was. I thought it looked to me like it was hell with the helmet, but you know, I could have been wrong. I could have been wrong
on the field, and
but
it's important when you might be in a lull to not make one mistake.
Yeah.
But you know, the problem is the helmet did look real. Debo got hit right in the ear hole on that play in the first quarter. I wasn't mad at that, bro. I wasn't mad at that. But the problem was there were three Packers defenders surrounding Debo, and the refs are never going to call that. They're never going to call that.
Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm just saying, I'm just saying that it looked like helmet to helmet, and I wasn't trying to, be one of the people saying call it, but like I wanted to know. That's that, for my own benefit, like, because I wanted to know if I was going crazy, or if I was like, or if I missed something. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of those penalties got to get cleaned up.
So check this out, right? The Niners had like one penalty called in their favor tonight. So Steve, when you watch this game, when you go back and you reflect, the Niners overcame the officiating crew. The Niners overcame the penalties. They overcame the time off and all that. What's your biggest concern going forward for the Niners based off of what you saw tonight?
Biggest concern?
And be honest, bro, because we did not look good. The run game, the pass game, Brock Purdy looked rusty. He had a glove. He had no glove. Like, he looked crazy. The run game looked inconsistent. The defense looked like they didn't know what they wanted to do. Are we going to play zone? Are we going to play man? If we play zone, how much space do we give them? There was so much to be concerned with tonight. What's your biggest concern based off of what you saw tonight? Give me just one of them.
I can't give just one because it's a tie between Deebo Samuel's health and the penalties.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. I don't even know how to break those two down. Because Deebo Samuel's health directly affects Kyle's play calling.
Correct.
The penalties also affect Kyle's play calling.
Yes.
We're second and long, third and long, etc. It directly affects Kyle's play calling. What would you like to see change from tonight versus going forward in the NFC Championship game?
Well, less penalties, because if that can be cleaned up, I feel it's a smoother transaction to the play calls and
Come on now. Come on, talk your shit, baby. Don't get scared. Come on.
execution, execution also, because you could have the best play call in the world. If they don't execute, it's not going to work.
That's right. That's right.
So there's just a lot of things they have to clean up. It's they almost gave me a freaking heart attack. Yeah.
They gave everybody a heart attack. And don't leave, Betty. Don't leave, Vern. Like, I got y'all. I promise y'all up next. Don't y'all go nowhere. Steve, you're 100% right. I'm watching this game, and I am trying to tell the faithful that are in the Patreon page, don't give up hope. Don't back down just yet, right? And I was running out of hope, bro. I had nothing else to say, but I said, hey, listen, this was my rally cry to everybody left in the chat. I just want y'all to type 2 words. I believe. That's what I was left to, because the game was over. The Niners couldn't get shit going offensively or defensively. And I just wanted them to type 2 words for me. I believe. This was an ugly game from start to finish. And we pulled it out at the very end. At the very end of this game, Steve.
You know what's you know what's funny? A coworker of mine at the store. It was the third quarter. They were up 21-14. A coworker of mine at the store told me the final score was going to be 24-21 49ers.
Oh shit. Oh shit. So that's what I want to ask you, Steve. In your darkest moment of this game, and I want you to be completely honest, how did you think this game was going to go? And Steve, I want you to be completely honest. Come on, Steve. Don't lie to me, bro.
Honestly, I was scared. I didn't know how the game was going to go. The anxiety almost made me lose. Like it made me.
Come on, say it.
It made me not literally, but almost made me shit my pants.
Come on, bro. We all felt that way, Steve. Don't feel ashamed, bro. Don't feel ashamed, bro. I was right there with you. The Niners couldn't get shit right all night long. Right. Don't be ashamed, Steve.
I'm not, but like I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure I put in, not literally, but physically speaking, it almost made me shit my pants. Like I was trying to think of the correct words to phrase it.
Come on. I'm right there with you, bro.
Yeah. But
it was rough. Tonight's game was a rough one to watch, bro.
It was more than rough. It was more than rough, Mike.
This shit was hard, bro.
It was almost downright unbearable.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Like I said, it was almost downright unfreaking bearable. Like
come on, man. The Niners couldn't get anything going their way, offensively or defensively. Special teams didn't matter. Even when we made a big play on special teams, boom, we popped the ball out. They recovered that shit right away. There was nothing going in the favor of the 49ers, bro.
Yeah. And
it took blind faith. It took blind faith. The kind of faith that made me say to people, yo, you're just a homer. That's what it took in order for us to win this game. And I was there. I was right there. I was a blind, faithful homer, bro. I was ashamed of myself because logic was out the window. Nothing logically said we're going to win this game. The Niners had no momentum on their side. The offense had nothing to give me to bank on. The defense showed me no reason I should have faith. The special teams unit, even when they made a big play, bounced back in the favor of the Packers. I had given up. There was nothing to show that we had a leg in this race, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that, Steve. Steve, there's nothing wrong with that, bro.
The only thing I had faith in was George Kittle.
Come on now.
I mean, like that's the only one I had faith in, and I felt like they weren't using him enough.
Exactly. And that was it, bro. That was it. That's where we were this entire game. Steve, I'm not going to hold you. You don't have to leave. You can stay right there.
One more thing, Mike.
Come on, bring it up. Let's go.
When you were talking about that guy during the video, and you said this on No Harm, No Foul. You said, "Tell me you're a bitch," without telling me you're a bitch.
What I say, Steve?
And I was right there with you when I was listening to it. I said,
"Come on,
what a bitch that guy is."
There it is. Come on, bro.
But I'm gonna let other people talk on. Yeah. Now, I just wanted to let you know that.
Betty, you stay right there. I better bring Big Vern on. Betty, don't go nowhere. You're next, love. Don't go nowhere, Betty. I want to hear from you. But Big Vern, you're next up on the podium, Big Vern. We got Christian McCaffrey waiting, but I'm going to bring my man Big Vern on right now. All right? Big Vern, you're next on the screen. What's up, Big Vern?
What's up, Mike?
What's up, big dog? What's up, man?
Yep. How you doing, man?
How are you feeling after tonight's win over the Green Bay Packers? Now, let me tell you, I had the Niners win this game by 2 scores easily. We ain't do that. The Niners, in all truth, let me down tonight. The Niners, in all truth, made me feel a little ashamed. I had to humble myself tonight on the stream live. I thought we would win this easily by 2 scores. I thought we would head into the NFC Championship being heavy favorites. I don't know that right now. I don't care if it's Tampa Bay. I don't care if it's Detroit. Either way, I'm going to have a little bit of hesitation because, in my opinion, both of those teams have better defenses than the Green Bay Packers. Both of those teams have play callers that are going to say, I don't give a fuck what the score is. We're going for it right now. And y'all got to deal with it. They're going to put their balls to the wall and on the field, and they're going to make the 49ers hesitate. I don't know how it's going to play out. 100% honesty. However, I did have the Niners winning by 16. That's 2 scores. And they didn't do it. They did not do it at all. Big Vern, how did you feel about tonight's win? And how do you feel going forward for the 49ers' chances of advancing to the Super Bowl? Don't give me Super Bowl predictions. Advancing to the Super Bowl. One more game. How you feeling?
Well, I think tonight's game was, a typical 49er playoff game. They're never winning a playoff game where it's run away. They always make your heart jump out of your chest over and over and over again. It seems like we get to the playoffs and it's never a very easy win, usually. So that part, I wasn't really sure. I heard multiple different channels say, oh, the Green Bay Packers are going to be great. They're so hot and everything like that. And I understand that, but I still thought the 49ers would come into this game rested, healthy, and put on a show. But for some reason, every time we play in the rain, Brock Purdy doesn't play well, and our team has a lot of problems in the rain. I understand the other team has to play in the rain too, but every game we played in the rain, Purdy doesn't play well. So I think that is a huge factor with Brock. But he showed resolve and came through in the end. He put together a drive at the end of the game, using his legs, using his arm, finding his receivers, and multiple receivers came up clutch, and McCaffrey put it in the end zone. So if you look at that, I mean, a win's a win, but it was ugly. You know, it made me nervous, but I never gave up faith. You know, you can't give up faith. You always have to think of what are we going to do? How are we going to make a play? So that was what I looked at. And then going forward, it all depends on, like I said, Deebo Samuel. He's hurt. Is he going to play in the next game? That's a huge piece. And every time somebody gets hurt, we always struggle. We lose one piece, and our offense has a hard time replicating what we normally do. So that is a huge problem right there. But I'm not really worried about Tampa Bay. We killed them earlier in the year, but we can't come out and play like that, you know, like we did in this game. As long as there's no weather that really affects it, I don't expect us to play like that. I don't expect Brock to play like that. The weather really affects him. You know, I expect him to play well in good conditions. But we know when there's weather out there, he's going to struggle. That's just the way it is. We've seen it multiple times now. So, but Detroit, they're scary. They're tough. Their defense is tough. They follow their head coach, who's tough as nails, you know. One ass cheek and three toes are coming at your ass, you know. That's what you got to deal with Detroit. Tampa Bay, I think we've got the experience of beating them multiple times in the past couple of years. So I like our chances if we get Tampa Bay. With Detroit, that's going to be a tough game.
I mean, so Detroit is the favorites. How do you feel we fare against Detroit? Be real. Be real.
I think we'll be all right as long as we have our full complement of weapons. But it is going to be a tough game. They're coming to Levi's, so we get at least a little bit of home field advantage. But I don't know how Kyle's going to call that game. You know, Dan Campbell's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. He's going to shove it down your throat and be super aggressive. Kyle can't sit back and let him shove it down his throat and keep going for it and all that. He has to be aggressive. Like, coming up to the second half of the game, what was he doing? You know, coming up to halftime, what was that? That was ridiculous. You know, like what's he call? He lets it run down 30 seconds, then calls a timeout. You could have had a minute left, drove it down the field a little more. At least you have an option to run, pass, do whatever you want. You know, but if he's going to sit back and just wait and then try to see what he can do with 20 seconds left, you're kind of limiting yourself to passes where you're pigeonholing yourself. Why not call a timeout there with a minute left and try to see if you can get a little closer if you're going to try to get a field goal? Stop trying to get Moody to kick a 40, 50-yard field goal, you know? Dan Campbell's not going to stand for that. He's going to run it down your throat. He's going to go for two. He's going to try fake punts, fake field goals. He's going to do whatever he has to do. So if you're going to be soft and try to just see what happens, you're going to get run out the building, you know?
One of the things that bothered me about tonight's game was Kyle's reluctancy to say, we got to make a statement in this moment. I'm not going to say or pinpoint a specific drive or a specific play, but we saw the Packers go for it on a 4th and 1. They didn't get it. It worked out in the 49ers' favor. We saw the Packers benefit from a really big special teams play, right? They fumbled the ball, but they recovered it. And it's like, Kyle, when are you going to do something different to sway the favor back on the Niner side? And he never did it. And I went back and I reflected on the pressers leading up to this week. And Kyle said, teams that do fake punts, fake kickoffs, and things like that are desperate teams. If I feel that my team can beat your team straight up, there's no need for me to do that. Do you think that Kyle's confidence in the 49ers offense and defense is going to hold us back in this year's postseason? What do you think about that?
I don't think it's necessarily desperate. I think that's aggressiveness. You put the trust in your players to make the plays. I understand that he thinks, oh, I don't want to trick somebody into winning. You do what you have to do to win. There's no, oh, I can't do a trick play because that's, kind of blindfolding the opponent and trying to just use trickery. You use what you can. You be aggressive when you need to be, and you try to stomp them out. You don't sit back and wait for the other team to dictate. You dictate to them.
All right, Big Vern. Okay. I like the responses there. My last question for you on tonight is this. The 49ers are going to face the winner of Detroit and Tampa Bay. Which team do you think is more desperate to prove to the NFL we belong in the postseason?
No, it's definitely Detroit. They got something to prove. I mean, they've been, one of the best teams in the NFC. They won their first playoff game in 30 years. They're super desperate. They want to get that first Super Bowl bad, and this is the best chance they've had. So I don't see Detroit losing this game to Tampa Bay. I don't see how they lose, especially not in home field. I'd be very surprised.
Okay. And there you have it, people, from Vern himself. Vern, are there any final words before I go ahead and get to Betty on tonight's show?
Oh, another NFC championship, fourth one in 5 years. So, hey, we're blessed. The game was ugly. We pulled it out. Players made plays when we needed it. That's all that really matters. Look forward to next week and never lose the faith, no matter, we're close enough, never lose the faith. So, I say I love you, Mike. I will be watching.
That's right, baby. That's right. They got to deal with us, bro.
Yep.
Love everything that you said. Nobody out there forget that the Niners are the #1 seed in the entire NFC. I don't give a fuck if we win by 1 or if we win by 30. They got to deal with us. It comes through Santa Clara. You understand what I'm saying, Big Vern?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
They got to deal with us, baby.
Yep.
They got to deal with us. So I respect it, man. I salute you. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for your time. Any final words for the faithful before I let you go?
Let's go, NFC Championship. Let's get through it. Let's get to the bowl, boys. Let's do it. Plus for 6.
Right there.
Come on.
Betty, you are up next. Come on, Miss Betty. Come on, Miss Betty.
Hello.
Black Betty had a truck. Bam, a lamb. Black Betty had a truck. Bam, a lamb. Whoa. Bam, a lamb. Black Betty had a truck. Bam, a lamb. What's up, Betty?
Let's go.
Come on, shorty. Break it down. How you feeling about the Niners dub tonight? Nobody thought we were going to win this game. Nobody thought we had what it took to go out there and grind it out. Meanwhile, the Niners said, wait a second. There's one more drive. Wait a second. There's one more play. And we did exactly what it took to get the win. Betty, what's up? How you feeling?
We needed this. I feel good. It was edge on the seat. We needed that though. I feel like all year we were either killing them or it was just over. So we needed a little heart thumper. We needed to wake up. The path to where we are going, which is that Lombardi, it's not going to be easy. We don't expect it to be. We don't want it to be, because now if it's easy, what are they going to say? Oh, it was this, it was that. No, let's make it hard. Let's make it nice. Let's make it pretty, and let's make it there. So that's all I got to say. It was a good game. It was a good game. Good game.
I can't say anything I want to say without being disrespectful, so I'll shut up. But this was a game that you thought was going to be rough. This was a game that you thought the Niners were going to go out there and have to earn. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. It wasn't going to be
Betty,
easy, but we did it.
Let me ask you this question.
Yes.
And a lot of people felt the way that you did. Why couldn't the Niners go out there and just blow the Packers out? Like, honestly, tell me why we couldn't just go out there, win this game by 18 points. Like, why wasn't that in the cards for the 49ers? Break it down for me.
I don't know. I'm gonna take it a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit outside of things. It's like, sometimes when you find that $5 bill unexpectedly in your pocket and you really needed it, sometimes you have to break down and cry. I feel like it was one of those things, like we had to do it the hard way. It wouldn't have been as nice. It wouldn't have been as sweet. Okay, yeah, we could have gone out there and smoked the Packers, but would it have been as sweet at the end when everything was over? So to have this nice hard win on us, for them to be like, no, we came from behind. Brock came from behind. What have they been saying the whole time? Oh, he can't. He can't. Brock came from behind. So now when we make it to where we got to go to, what else do they have to say? There's nothing else for them to say. We've done everything they've asked of us. It's just time to take it all the way. So, yeah.
The NFL is screwed right now.
Yes.
And that's what Betty is saying, right? If the Niners have a lead going into the fourth quarter, the Niners usually win that game. If the Niners are trailing by 5 or more in the fourth quarter, they usually lose that game. Well, we won it. So now they got to deal with whatever it is that we dish out to them. All of your standards, all of your superstitions, all of your expectations will all go out the window. The Niners are here. The Niners are for real. And y'all got to deal with us.
Exactly.
We are right now, Betty. Talk your shit, mama.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
They got to deal with us, yo.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? This is not your 95 Niners. You know what I'm saying? We've gone out there and we earned it. Kyle Shanahan is not Mike Holmgren. Kyle Shanahan is not Steve Mariucci. Kyle Shanahan is not Mike Nolan. He's Kyle Shanahan, and y'all got to deal with us. There's no Colin Kaepernick on this team anymore. There's no Jimmy Garoppolo on this team anymore. There's no Alex Smith on this team anymore. Y'all got to deal with us as we currently stand. And the fact of the matter is, we're ready. Whatever challenge it is, we're ready. Whatever wall you are building in front of us, we're ready. Whatever run defense it is that you think you're putting in front of us, we're ready. The Niners are here to shut shit down, bro. And they got to deal with us. Betty.
Yes.
Let me ask you this question. Tomorrow, Sunday, there's a Lions game versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who do you think is going to win that game?
I'm going with, just to shake shit up a little bit, I'm going with Tampa Bay. Just because I want to shake shit up a little bit. I think it'll be interesting for us, the Niners. Like, okay, Lions are tough, Lions are whatever, but haven't we seen golf before?
Come on.
Like, that's boring,
Come on, shorty. Come on.
So, okay, Baker has been nice, but
he's trash. Come on.
It's
Come
not
on,
their
he's
time.
trash.
Yeah, he is. He is. Don't get me started on that whole.
But you can say it though.
Terrific,
Like,
and
he's
Brock is
trash,
just
bro.
Brock. That, please, that made no sense to me. We're not even gonna go there on that one. But I mean, I feel Tampa Bay, and that would be interesting. Just, I mean, no matter what it is, I feel at the end of the day, like Shanahan said, it's not about them, it's about us.
It's about
as long
us.
as we do what we have to do, We don't have to worry about who we go against.
It's about us.
Yeah.
We handle business. It's about us. The opponents are irrelevant. If we do what we're supposed to do, if we go man for man, scheme for scheme, the Niners should advance no matter who the opponent is.
Yeah.
That's how Shanahan
I mean, you know,
feels.
I respect the Lions and their whole history and not going this far, but you know, let them have a little bit of a road. You know, their first time to the playoffs after a while. Okay, like it would be a pretty story if you say, "Oh, their first time there and they win it all." That'd be pretty, but no, let them earn it a little bit. First time there, let them come back again, another time, and then maybe. But for right now, we don't got to worry about all that.
For right now, fuck them.
Yes, yes.
Fuck them. I got your back. Fuck them. Exactly. I got your back, Betty. You ain't got to say it. I'll say it. Fuck them. They don't stand a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right. I digress. Betty, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. Did you take your victory shot on air with us?
I did, but I can take another one if you want to. Yeah, I'll take another.
Don't play with me. I'll pour one more right now. What's up?
Let's go.
I'll pour one more right. Who was that in the background? No. Where he go? Where he go? No, somebody was behind you. Who was that?
Oh, that's my son.
Come on, son. Is he old enough to drink?
No, he's not. He's not.
Oh, no, he can't have that. No. Come on, Betty. Let's pour one more up. Come on. Let's go. Big Vern. Big Vern is still in the building. Steve, you still in the building. Get one more, Steve. Come on, bro. I'm gonna take a half of one. I'm lying. It's a full one. Come on, y'all. Let's go.
Let's go.
For my 49er people out there, let's go. Huh? Where y'all at? Get those drinks ready. Let's go. Oh yeah. Who is that? What the hell? Hold on. Dan, you can't drink like that. Miguel. Where did Miguel go? Get that drink ready, Miguel. You got it?
Mike, this is a Pepsi.
This motherfucker's drinking Pepsi. God damn it.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not of age, man.
It's all right. Y'all ready? One more time, man. Through the lip,
go.
Past the gums. Watch out, tummy. Here it comes. Let's go. Throw it back.
Go Niners.
God damn it, I hate y'all. I hate y'all.
Go. Niners all the way.
All right. Okay. Who has not been on the show yet? All right, we got one person. I'm gonna let everybody else go. Betty, Dan.
I got
Steve.
a quick question for you, Mike.
All right, throw it.
I'm gonna go off to the left for a second. That's okay?
Absolutely. Come on now.
Okay, female rappers.
Oh shit.
It don't have to be just name a couple. I'm not even gonna put you on the spot like that. Just name a couple that you really.
I'm ready. Come on.
Go ahead. Let me know.
Well, what's your question though?
Who would you name if you just had to name? I don't want to put you on the spot. Top 3 female rappers.
Top three female rappers.
Yes.
All right. My Jersey bias is gonna shine through right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
I'm gonna go MC Light.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Queen Latifah.
Okay. All right. So I wanted this particular one to be on the list. Okay.
I'm sorry. So, I got 2 girls from Jersey, right? I don't know where MC Light is from, but every MC Light rap I've heard, like Shorty got lyrics, she's got flow, rhyme scheme, she's got it. Lauryn Hill, she's also got everything that I just named.
Yeah.
And she's got like this bravado. Like Lauryn Hill was out rapping the guys on the tracks with her. Praz couldn't see Lauryn Hill, right? Wyclef couldn't see Lauryn Hill.
Yes.
And then you get to Queen Latifah, and she's like this women empowerment movement. Like,
Exactly.
who you calling a bitch? UNITY?
Yes.
Like that's what she was doing. Like,
I love
I
it.
can't get away from those three women. So
Yes.
I'm gonna. Those are the three I would have to name.
And I back all three of them. So I don't know if you know anything about social media. MC Light is not one to be on social media very often, but she posted this. You don't get in trouble for pics, right? Only videos.
No.
Okay, so I can show you this pic really quick. She posted this pic. I don't know. I'll see how
Hold
can
on.
see.
Let me make you full screen. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Where the fuck is Betty? Betty. Solo layout. There it is. Oh shit! Come on now.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
That's MC Light. Huh? In the Niners gear. Let's go.
Niners gear, you know? So
Come on now.
Okay, I have to forward that. When I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna ask Mike who. She's definitely
Let's
up
go.
there. She has one of my favorite rap songs of all time. So that just made me feel good. So let's go. Niners all the way.
Mike, I'm gonna so I apologize for leaving. I was using my phone earlier, and a couple of my friends decided to group call me at the same time, so it kicked me out. And yeah, so when it comes to the Lions-Bucks game, I'm praying to God the Bucks win because I know we can beat them. The Lions,
you know what?
I have a hard time seeing us beating them. But then again, the Lions D has on and off games. So
let's do a quick round table here. We got Betty in here. We got Dan in here. Right. We have Miguel in here. And we have Big Vern in here. I would like to know who you guys have winning this next NFC game because that's our opponent. So, Betty, let me know how you see this game going. Tampa Bay or Detroit? Go, Betty.
I'm going with Tampa Bay.
Wow, she's going with the upset.
Yeah.
Straight out the gate. Stephen Fox, where you at? Take yourself off of mute. Get out the dark. Nah. Get out the dark. I need to see you. Look me in the eye, bro.
Give me a minute.
Look me in the eye. Go find the fucking light switch. Let's go, bro. There he is.
I want Tampa Bay to win. I think the Lions are going to win.
All right, he's going with the Lions. Okay, we got one for Tampa Bay. We got one for the Lions. Dan, you are up next. Come on now. Give it to me, bro.
Right, so
Pause.
I'm gonna say it's a close game. I'm gonna say the final score is gonna be 31-28 in favor of Tampa Bay, and here's why. So the Lions
Buccaneers by 3.
The Lions. This is the outlying factor for me. The Lions defense has been on and off like we have. Not like us, but I think it's worse in some cases. I've talked to a lot of people that watch the Lions. They say they're really worried about that secondary, and as much as I hate Baker Mayfield, I think they're gonna win. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, but I got Tampa Bay winning 31-28.
All right, that's Dan the Corn Man. Y'all heard it live and direct. Big Vern, come on, man. What you got, bro? Where you at? Get off.
Detroit's gonna win. Lions are gonna win.
Wow. Okay, we got Detroit, and he's confident in it.
Yep.
All right. And last but certainly not least, Miguel, who you got winning, man? Detroit or Tampa Bay? Come on. Who are the Niners playing in the NFC Championship game?
I want both. Fuck it. Run it. Can you hear me?
I got you. Go ahead.
You can hear me? All right. Doesn't matter. We're taking all. That's it. Either Tampa or Lions. I'll take them both.
Motherfucker, what the fuck? You can't take both,
Dude.
bro. They playing each other. You got to pick one, bro.
Honestly, I would want the Lions. I'd want the Lions.
There you go. There you go. The Lions. So you picking the Lions, right?
Yep.
That's not a bad pick. I would go with the Lions also. They are the better team. Tampa Bay has less to lose, but the Lions are the better team overall. I like your pick right there. That's really, really good. I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with the Lions to win this one. 21-18. Lions win by 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let everybody else off at the show. We're going to play the rest of the pressers, and then I will get to the super chats. So if you guys have anything else to say, they have to be done through the super chats. Betty, Steve, Dan, Vern, and Miguel. I appreciate all of you
Wait, I
guys.
didn't get to speak.
What?
I didn't get to say what I had to say. I was waiting.
Speak on it, bro. Let's go.
All right, brother. I don't even remember me. I was on your pod twice last year towards the end of the year.
Yeah, come on now. I apologize for missing anybody. I've been drinking a lot. I'm fucked up, so
Bro,
don't take it personal.
No, you're good. You're good. Today's victory was great. It was a nail biter the whole way. I knew that this whole week that was not going to be a walk in the park for sure. They play a lot like us, and we played sloppy today, but the fact that we still won, that just shows that we can do that. We can win.
We are them.
Yeah,
Come on
we are.
now.
Yeah, and I'm just happy that we came out with a victory, because I was fucking the whole game. I was just fucking yelling at the TV like, what the fuck, like it was an annoying ass game, but at the end of the day, we got the W, and we're going all the way. I don't think the Lions or the Bucks will be that big of a challenge as Green Bay. Green Bay was a hot team. Everyone overlooked them too as well. This whole week, I don't know. I had a gut feeling like it's not going to be that type of game today. Like we're going to just dominate. We look sloppy, rusty, but the fact that Cal finally got his win in the fourth quarter, being behind in the fourth quarter, was incredible. Like
There it is.
that right
Come
there.
on.
I called the last drive. I said Brock Purdy's gonna go down and have he's gonna go down and have his win this drive, and McCaffrey's gonna score the touchdown. I called this shit right.
There it is.
I already knew it. And then
and the Packers' 2 biggest plays was because one of our Niner players slipped.
I know too. I don't know what the football gods hated us all 3 quarters, and it seemed like the fourth quarter was Kyle's worst quarter was in our favor. And then as soon as they got the ball back for the last drive, it started raining. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna happen.
Nah, we were screwed for real. We were screwed.
And the fact Greenlaw, that stop for 4th and 1, that stop were the 4th and 1, that QB sneak, and then the 2 picks. That's so clutch. And I think it was you or Tony talking about Greenlaw, worried about Greenlaw, on your podcast yesterday, talking about Greenlaw. Someone was worrying about Greenlaw doing too much or something like
Come
that.
on now.
Yeah. So that was incredible. The fact that he won us the game as well, still the deal.
Hell yeah.
Go Niners, victory. It's Medell time, Niner time. And we're turning up this year. You know what's so fucked up is that I wasn't even born when the Niners won the last Super Bowl. I'm 28. I was born that year, but I'm born in November. Remember, your birthday's the 23rd, mine's the 24th. So I wasn't born that year when we won the Super Bowl against the Chargers. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Hell yeah. We got to do what we got to do. We got to hold it down. We won't get the calendars to line up in our favor. But one thing we will do? We will keep the faith. We will remain faithful. And we will let everybody know that we don't fuck with y'all. Because when it comes to the Niners for the rest of the league,
Fuck Nick Wright. Who's a piece of
There it
shit.
is.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
There it
yeah,
is.
he can go crap himself.
So, listen, we're gonna get out of here.
Mike.
We want to thank everybody for their love and their support tonight. We will get to the rest of the super chats and the we'll get to the super chats and the post game pressures on the very next show. But we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all very much. Wayne Breezy is gonna take us out of here. Prepare for glory, anticipate pain, but always remain faithful.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, them nothing but Niners. Nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners.